We shared our 95% list with you in our last video. What are the chances that we get any of it done?
Let's find out.
Some of them have so many steps, it's not going to be that easy. But I have faith in us that we can get a lot of it crossed off in November.
Let's see what we've gotten done so far.
We are on our way to the home improvement store.
Gonna pick up some supplies for our 95% list projects.
So we have paint on our list, some of the trim materials that we're missing, the screen, we need to get that fixed. Those are the items that we're going to try to pick up, and hopefully we'll get one or two things crossed off the list. I don't know, but it would be nice. One of the hardest things to get used to for us was not having a hardware store close enough to our house. We have to drive probably 30 minutes to get to the closest one. There are 2 local hardware stores.
Yeah, they're smaller stores, more specialized, I guess, for, I don't want to say contractors, but
We try to go there first, but there are a lot of materials that we just can't find there. Like, we tried to look for the screen material and the screen tool that we need, and they just didn't have it by us. So we usually make a list and then try to pick up, like, do one pickup of all the things that we need. And I think that's why our 95% list becomes a 95% list, because we don't like to run to the hardware store every time we forget something. So we just say, well, we'll pick it up when we go and do a mass pickup. The other part is we just don't drive away from the homestead that much. And I don't know about you guys, like, do you just suck it up and go drive the 30, 40 minutes that it takes? Or do you just say, I'm just gonna wait? We're in the I'm just gonna wait part, especially now in the winter when everything gets dark so early. It's even harder to want to leave the house, much less leave the property.
I don't know which one to pick.
And in my mind, I just think, let's just use what we had before. I can safely say we spent more money than we meant to.
Yeah, things are expensive.
Yeah. There's not really much you can buy with $100 anymore at the home improvement store. But we have materials that we need. We are going to stop for food because I don't consider it a date unless there's food involved. So Nick said, well, let's stop and eat. And now this counts as a date before we do our enrichment activity, which consists of going through the list.
It's time to fix our window screen. So we got our materials. We got some new screen, roll the new screen, have extra just in case we got to repair any more. This is a spline tool to help press the screen in the grooves, and then press the spline, which is like the rubber insert to keep the screen inside the frame. We have our supervisors come and make sure we do the job correctly. They're the ones that broke the screen. We have new spline, tape measure, and our razor to cut everything. I'm going to remove the spline and the screen from the track of the frame. Then we're going to open our screen and lay new screen out on top. Use our roller to press it in the groove, and then add new spline and press that, and then we'll cut off the excess screen. Sounds easy. It's got the screen set and the spline inserted, so now I'm just cutting off the excess screen and then we're gonna hang it. So now I'm just pressing in the screen on the grooves. So I think they know that they've messed up. So they're letting me know that's where the screen goes and that they're ready to make another hole. It's installed. And now we're gonna put something in front of it so the geese don't poke another hole. We're finally tackling the window trim in our son's room. So we're gonna remove everything, even the sill, because this is the one that's been bothering us so much because it's been eaten by dogs. I don't know, just old. So finally gonna put up new trim.
I'm in the guest room just to show the look that we're going after. This is a craftsman style home, and we wanted to play on those simple lines and work with the house. It makes everything more cohesive. The actual trim that we're doing is basically, there's two 1x2s here. The header itself is a 1x6. We have 1x4s on either side. 1x4s are also what we have inside that we've added. The ledge itself is also a 1x6. And then we have underneath another 1x4. What makes this project painful is that everything is not square. This is not completely straight, and so we're having to adjust for that, and that's really what takes up the most time. It looks good.
We're able to get one of the windows trimmed in our son's room. Looks so much better. We still have to do caulk and spackle and paint, but already 100 times better. Both windows are finished with the trim. We just have to again caulk and fill the nail holes and paint. It's a bit tight. We didn't want to take all the furniture out, so move the bed to the center. Looks so much better. We'll probably caulk on Monday. So we're going to tackle this window. So we might have to change the measurements of the pieces of trim and where they go on this one. But we're getting stuff crossed off our list. And that's all for today. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, you are awesome and you are loved. Until next time. Why can't walls be straight? Answer, curvature of the earth.